If you skip this next step, then you will be hacked. We of course also need to talk about security when it comes to vibe coding. Security is one of those things where developers that have been coding like normal for 10 plus years say that vibe coding doesn't work because you cannot build something that is secure. And that is right if you don't know how to make Claude build something that is secure. So let's talk about that as well. And please don't skip this, or someone is going to hack you and rack up a $10,000 bill to your API services. But before I show you how to make your project secure, I just want to let you know about our completely free community. If you want to learn both how to build AI solutions like you're doing now, but more importantly, also how to sell them, then you should check out the completely free 7-day challenge that's inside of our free community. It takes you through in 7 days how to both build an AI agency completely from scratch and how to land your first client in 7 days. I'll leave a link to our completely free community right below this video. Okay, security-wise, every time you build something before you launch it, let's say you are making an update to an app or you are launching a project, you always want to run it through a security skill. I use this skill right here that's called security review. And what this does is that it basically takes a look at our current project and it runs it through a security review to make sure that what we're launching is actually secure and cannot be abused. So all we would have to do is literally just write security review, check my current project. And when we do this, then it's pre-built with instructions for what to check for in a Vibecoded application. So we can catch any security issues before we launch it. But that is not enough. I also run it through my other skill that is called Vibe Security, which focuses on issues that are usually in a Vibecoded application. So I'm also going to run that. I usually also focus on individual things, like I write, please take a look at my application. I want to make sure that it is secure. Please ensure that we have the right rate limiting, for example. Rate limiting is one of the things that AI sometimes forget to do. And if you don't have rate limiting, someone could just spam an API endpoint. So basically spam your application with requests. And if you have some paid service hooked up to that, you can be facing a 10K bill or something. So you want to make sure that you have good rate limiting. So I would then send that off. And after this has run and it has fixed any rate limiting issues, then I ask for other specific things like please ensure that we have the right RLS, for example. This means row level security. If we're using a database, then we need to make sure that we have the right RLS enabled, for example. Specifically, row level security is one of the things, especially if you're using databases like Supabase, that is often not set correctly. So you need to make sure that you have right RLS. But basically just ask Claude about that and it's going to fix it. When it's done with the security review, you can see that it now says this. It shows what it checked and then it shows if there was any result. So you can see 0 vulnerabilities, none used. This site is saved today precisely because nothing leaves the browser, blah, blah, blah. So make sure you do these security reviews after you've built something and before you launch it. And you can see our other Vibe security skill also comes back clean. It seems right now that our website is secure. It passed all the tests, but I want you to be even more careful. Right now we are only using Claude, but if you want to be on the safe side, you also want to open up Codex and ask that to run a security check on your application. The more models, the more tokens that you can spend on making sure that your application is actually secure, the more you can focus on individual things like check the rate limits, check our Stripe, is there any way you can abuse that? Basically force the models to think like a hacker, focus on individual things where it can do damage, and then have it fix all of that. Will make sure that your application is secure. And really don't skip time here. This is one of the most important steps. And you could be, and again, you could be facing 10K bills if you don't do this the right way.